At a class reunion after a long time, Miyo enjoyed talking with her old classmates. This year, 35 out of 40 people attended the reunion. There are only 17 new students this year, and it seems that the birth rate is declining even more. The teacher, now complete, gray-haired, talked about the difficulties facing the depopulated village. The village has a population of less than 10,000, and even to get to town, you have to take a 30-minute bus ride, which runs once an hour. Miyo worked at a Uniqlo store, about 30 minutes away from the town by rapid train. She has been married to her husband, a senior in her high school club, for 10 years, and now that she has been working, it feels like inertia. An after-party with only women. The conversation is lively. My child will be in kindergarten next year. Really? In the senior year? Are you going to a private school after all? I don't want to get involved in the conversation about my old friend's child's education. I don't know. Before I knew it, I was having a conversation with a single friend. If only we had a child, our days might be a little more exciting. My husband seems to have given up. The reason was already clear. Sorry, it's a seedless watermelon. A conversation like a cold shower on my vague feelings hits me. Ozawa Kun is the most successful after all. He's the president of a big company, isn't he? He's never come to the reunion. He is busy. You were close, weren't you, Miyo-chan? Ozawa Kun. To Miyo, Jun-chan was more important than Ozawa Kun. Ozawa Junji was Miyo's first love. Miyo followed Junji, the ace of the baseball team, who spent every day practicing. Miyo's running course probably coincides with the national highway in front of Miyo's parents' house. Miyo wakes up at 6 a.m. every morning and says good morning to Junji. It was a daily routine for her and her teens, even on rainy days, even on typhoon days. One day, Junji called her, and they started talking and walking to and from school together. Junji was popular enough to have a fan club. Miyo was a little jealous. One day, a boy appeared who asked Miyo to date him. He was her current husband. He was a senior at the club and a nice guy, but she didn't like him. Jun-chan, I heard you like me. I wonder if we should date. Miyo wanted to be sure of Junji's feelings. Jun-chan, is it okay for me to date you? Do whatever you want. Really? It's okay. Do whatever you want. The next morning, she didn't see Junji around. She started dating her senior with some doubts, but they continued their relationship even after graduation, and they decided to get married. It was around that time that Junji called her for the first time in several years. I hear you're going to marry him. Yes, I've always loved you to the point of death. What's this now? I loved you. I couldn't be honest with you then. That's all I wanted to say. I want to forget about you. I haven't spoken to Junji since then. Since that day, a shadow has been cast over me. It was the shadow of Junji. Whether I read the newspaper or watch TV, I saw Ozawa or Junji. Even the single character Jun pierced my heart. And I thought about another life with Junji. I feel bad for my husband, but at night, he looked like Junji. After a while, I went to the hospital because I wasn't feeling well. He gave birth to a child. Hooray, hurrah. I had a seed too. Miyo smiled at her husband's innocence, joy, and wondered if Junji had a child.